And good morning. It is Sunday, June 15, 2025. And continuing on with the so-called series of how to honor God's design. Okay. Next point is how to follow Jesus' design. And this means aligning yourself with his teachings and actions, demonstrating spiritual love, spiritual compassion, spiritual humility, and spiritual service to others, and striving to live a life. We're striving to live a life that reflects God's character. Now, it involves, not just belief, but also putting that belief into practice. Through, how do we do that? Through acts of kindness, forgiveness, and understanding, being non-judgmental, not to judge the other or condemn them for what they do or what they do not do. It's all about ourselves being obedient to the qualities reflecting Jesus, which I just read what they were. We are striving to put Jesus into action through us. We are to be a reflection of Jesus, the light of the world. Walk in the light, the beautiful light. Dewdrops of mercy so bright, shine all around us by day and by night. Jesus is the light of the world. Yes, he is. Jesus is the light of the world. That's what we are to become. Strive to become the light of Jesus, to reflect through us. Once we understand the mirroring effect. But see, this is what is coming through to me now. We may see others around us, and yes, applying that mirror effect of, say, person A. Okay, this is what little Kimmy should not be doing. But we are not to condemn them. We are not to hate on them. We are not to be rude to them. We are not to be judging them. We are not to be throwing them to the wolves. This is where mankind has it wrong. Because even though you want to say, oh, that's their karma, but is karma your initiating. And so that karma is going to come back onto you and yours. Our prayer is to be salvation for all, redemption for all, for them to be awoken, to see the light as we now see it. That should be our prayer. That is to be our prayer. We are to be higher standard. Do what they are not wanting to do. We are to be doing, because we are working for the Lord thy God. Because if you say, oh, well, they're not doing that, doing this, and then you withhold from doing that just out of spite, that's not how to do it. That's not the proper method. We are to be holding to our own actions and our own demonstration. Are we demonstrating love? Are we demonstrating spite? Are we demonstrating anger? Are we demonstrating, you know what? Being in control, being a dictator. We should ask, not command. Jesus is just telling me this, but the ultimate reflection that we are to be is the reflection of Christ Jesus. That's who we should be striving to be in his example. You can put the mirror for everyone else that crosses your path, yes, but we are not to hate, kill, murder, sabotage, any kind of envious at all, any kind of jealousy at all, or setting them up for, you know, failure. We got to let go of the control and trying to control others in a cracking the whip type of thing. Because hostility gets you nowhere. You know what I mean? Like you're doing it out of jealousy, doing it out of matter of fact, look, you know, I'm over you. You know what I'm saying? I'm above you. That's not the way to do it. Even in family atmosphere, even in any kind of relationship. But God is telling me, just let it flow. You glow. Let it flow. And you still continue to glow. Wow. He's like, I am the mirror you should be striving to replicate. Demonstrate Jesus' love. Demonstrate Jesus' compassion. Demonstrate Jesus' humility. Demonstrate Jesus' service to others. Demonstrate Jesus striving to live a life that reflects God's character. That's the main character that we should be reflecting through the mirror. putting that belief into practice through acts of kindness. Kindness, forgiveness, and obedience to the creators, the source, the force, the universe's law, spiritual law, put into the word. The holy word. It still has power. It still has dominion, regardless of what mankind and what everything's being projected today about it. It's still God. Supernatural energy, magically, from God's hands, from God's very essence. But loving compassion, including those considered your enemies. We are to have compassion. Following his example means extending love and kindness to others. Love and kindness to others, even when it's challenging. Humility and service. Jesus exemplified humility by washing his disciples' feet. He humbled himself. It was an act of service. Following him means serving others with a humble heart, seeking opportunities to help and support those around us. Let people do what they're gonna do and what they're not gonna do. Let it roll off. It's not worth the anxiety. It's not even worth your voice. It's not even worth your breath. You know, seeking opportunities to help and support those around us. Forgiveness. Jesus taught and demonstrated forgiveness. Even in the face of immense suffering, following his example means extending forgiveness. Let it go. Forgive. Don't condemn. To those who have wronged us. Obedience. Jesus lived in perfect obedience to God's will. We should be striving to be perfect in God's will. Following him involves striving to understand. We need to come into understanding of the God's will and what exactly that is, and obey God's teachings as revealed in the Holy Word. Jesus also called his followers to share the good news, sharing faith, your belief, believing what you believe in for all, A-L-L, not just some, all. Sharing your faith with others, not just through words, but also through our actions. Sometimes it's better just to show it through your actions, not through words. Sacrifice. His life for humanity. Following him involves willingness to make sacrifices for the sake of others and the advancement of God's kingdom. living, prayer and connection with God. Jesus often retreated to pray and commune with God. Following him means cultivating a relationship with God through prayer and seeking his guidance in all aspects of life. We must take time to be meditation, prayer, get recentered. Living a life of integrity. Jesus lived a life of unwavering integrity. Following him involves striving for honesty, truthfulness, and moral consistency in all our interactions, no matter who they are. And it's hard sometimes because we get pulled in with others' anxieties and, mix-ups and feelings towards this one or that one, and their harsh feelings, and there's, want to be, I don't know, it's just everybody's looking for something. That's exactly what it is. But what they're looking for is a way to find the light, to find their higher true self. But we must let go of the chains. We must let go of that which binds us on the inside and on the outside. So, not to be funny, but on the inside, we need a colon cleanse, to get rid of that toxicity. On the outside, we need a physical colon cleanse from all the what. That's all the time around us constantly, and trying to get you to become a part of that, ish. Okay? But the ultimate thing is we are striving. We are striving to live a life that reflects God's character. That's the difference. We're striving. Keep on striving. Follow Jesus' design. Be a Jesus reflection. Peace, love,